Hello, my name is Kathleen Bailey and I'm the Global Missions Director at Hope City Church. I have given the great opportunity to lead a team here to Mhondoro and Zimbabwe with ADMT, which is Africa Development Mission Trust. It's an organization that I've now been a part of for at least 10 years, and it is a relationship that I would not trade for the world. With the founding and leading of Pastor Denford and Dr. Shingi Chizanga, this organization has developed into quite an organization, one that anybody with the mind and heart to give and to serve would want to be a part of. The trip that I'm on now, I have the privilege of bringing 10 other people from Hope City Church from Savannah. Many of them, if not all, that is their first trip here, and they have found that their lives have been changed already, and it's only been a few days. We have a few more things to accomplish. We're building a church. Can you believe that? We're building a church, or helping to build a church in Macedonia. It's called Macedonia Assembly Church, and it's a blessing beyond blessings. When I was younger, years ago, there was a movie called Lilies of the Field, and it starred Sidney Poitier, and he helped some nuns build a church. When I walked up to the Macedonia Assembly building construction site, it took me back to that movie and made me feel like I was building a chapel, a church for God in His world, in His country of Zimbabwe, Mhondoro to be exact, and on the continent of Africa. We have ministered to children ages 4 to 15, I believe, and they are in classes with paired off missionaries from my team, and they have plans for them. They organize plans from like back in December. We worked on plans for the children, and the children have absolutely loved it. But not just that, they've taught us quite a bit. They've taught us some songs and some dances and some steps that even I can do at my age. It's just been a tremendous honor and a privilege.
This mission trip has meant so much to me. Give gratitude to everything that I do. It gives the way to give back to God some of the portion that He has given me, lifting up in all the spirit, that everything that come together. How did I become a missionary? Well, for me, I started when I was in the military. I went on smaller mission trips, and God quickened my heart and said, hey, wait a minute, this is something you might can do. I've been to the churches, the 7 churches and everything else, and I said, wow, this might be something. So once I moved to Savannah and I started doing missions, and it's wow, and we started. So last year I went to Eswatini. So when Eswatini, and I was like, wow, this is something that I can continue to be a part of. This year, Kathleen, our spiritual leader, asked me and said, hey, we're going to Zimbabwe. Once I realized that, I like, wow, the biggest thing that I've learned so far from here is more than the kids. It's the mission itself. ADMT with Pastor Dinger, he has lived in this community, been a part of this community. And most of the people that he has worked are living in the community. Kennedy, Silas, and everything. We're doing it for the people. So I'm sure they had the opportunity to go to school and do everything they need to do and come back and go somewhere else with different opportunity. They decided to come back to their own community and be a part of it and build something special for their community. That is hard to find, even in the United States, around the world. So as we continue to be a part of this mission, and you can see, and they decided that education is the key for the future and the development of their community. So what they has done is built everything around education and learning and teaching. And so the community, it comes together as a whole and builds up together. So if you can ever think about it, in the Bible and everywhere else, if you hear everybody talk about a community that's being built up and just growing in the spirit of the Lord, this is the place you should come. You should come to Zimbabwe, Harare, all the schools, everything out. You will see that in order. So while I'm here, I'm learning so much. They're giving me everything. I'm even learning from the ground up, as you can see. So coming here, continuing to be, and what I continue to get out of it is no less. I can see now, as we can see the church growing and being built brick by brick, like Jesus Christ says, the cornerstone, and everything else you got. It's similar to Nehemiah building a church in 52 days. So if he can build it in 52 days, imagine what God has done for us. And it's amazing how we done came about of all of this. It's a good thing in life to have. So at the end of the day, the passion that we have is continue to be a part of the mission. I'm so glad that I can come and be a part of this mission trip.
We had a wonderful week with the Hope City Church, which came all the way from America to assist us in building the church. A church is a thing of hope to the congregation and even to the community at large, in such ways as when someone wants to do a wedding, he can even come to the church and has or her wedding at the church. And also during times of disasters like hailstorms, if someone does not have a place to live with the family during the disaster time, he can even come and can live in the church during the times of disaster. So we would like to thank Hope City for bringing hope to Macedonia Assembly.
Learning what ADMT is doing, I wish that I had literally tens of millions of dollars to give to this organization, because it is absolutely helpfold. A need is here, and the way that the pastor's wife explained it, it's more than one-fold or two-fold or three-fold. You solve this problem, you find this problem, you solve that problem, you find another problem, and it's just continuous. The love they have for the people and for the community to sustain, to educate, to grow, to empower. It's just like your t-shirt says, they are really here to change lives.
As a team, we visited 2 different gardens. One ran by solar power and one ran by a borehole pump. And this was our first day of teaching in the classrooms. We also spent time again working on our construction project, building the Macedonia Assembly Church, and that was our whole day.
Mm-hmm. Did you see anything interesting today in the communities?
Let's see. Interesting would have to be the garden, for sure. The garden, because it's so huge, and the amount of work it takes to manage one was very interesting. And then the different types of plants that we got to see. I've never seen a rake plant before, so this was the first time.
Okay. Let's say we are talking to someone in the US who has an abundant amount of money but doesn't know where to invest, especially in community development. What would you say about ADMT?
I would say that it's a very valuable investment, and it is a great place to sow seed because there is good ground here. There's good ground here, and I don't just mean like the actual ground and the gardens and the work they're doing, the people as well. Everyone is committed and they're dedicated because they do want to see their communities grow. So I would say this is a good place to sow seed.
Seeing what it takes to build a church. It is a back-breaking work. Every little portion of the church that has to be built is work. And ADMT is helping to make that happen. It's helping to provide a garden for people to be able to sustain themselves and generate the money that they need to be able to send their kids to school. I mean, it's full circle. So be a part of ADMT. It's rewarding work. You see exactly where your money is going, in the smiles and the faces of the kids. You see it in the building of the church. You see it when you come to a school that now has, supplies, paper, pencils, they have windows, they have the things that they need, that kids need to prosper.
So, the way I'm looking at this is if you have any heart or desire to support financially any organization that is doing good in the world, doing God's work in the world, who really has a plan for your money, your funds, because you could give your money to anybody. You could send your support to anybody. Of course, you're going to pray for ADMT, Africa Development Mission Trust, because that's what I suggest you do. But on top of that, or in addition to that, they have, in their program, there's an educational program, there is a child sponsorship program, there is a clinic that they support, and there are, within community development, there are community nutritional gardens. Hope City is going to sponsor one, and from that garden, it's not just that people can come and plant crops and come and harvest them. It actually brings a whole community together. They work together to make that community garden a success, and therefore from that, what happens is they have one side of it that produces for commercial activity so that they can then raise money for their families, feed their families, send their children to school. And then there's another side of it is what they call their kitchen. And the kitchen then is for their use. If today I feel like I want some watermelon or I want greens or some type of vegetable from the garden, I can either go or send my children or somebody to that garden, harvest it, come home, and then we eat. We don't have to go all the way into the big city to then pay money for food. It's right there at our disposal. From that, so you can see from the community garden alone, they can generate finances, they generate a community bonding, a family, so to speak, and then they learn how to do agriculture for their own benefit and good. I highly recommend it. Look them up because you should. I'm counting on you. Do that and you will not be disappointed.
Even just thinking about serving back home, I've learned so much from ADMT. I feel like Dr. Chizanga is like a mentor to me now with how she leads, and just everything that they do here is just so special and it's so genuine. And I trust them with my dollars. I know that they will put them to good use and that it's really appreciated here. I think my high is that I feel at home. It's not very often that you just actually meet people who just automatically show you love and are just genuinely kind to you instantly, who welcome you into their home, who pray for you, who are vulnerable with you, who are open and honest with you, who sacrifice their time with you and for you. So I think the sense of the community and the love that I've been shown since I've been here has been a high, but also the change that I feel like is happening within me, just making me want to live my life differently. I thought I was already loving and kind before, but I feel like I could just be more loving and more kind, and I could do more for others.
So being on a mission trip, being on a team like the one that we have right now, gives you an opportunity to be of service to other brothers and sisters in Christ. It gives you an opportunity to be used of God to reach out to different communities, different people, first of all with the message of Christ, the message of salvation, but just showing people love, you know, by spending time with them, like the children in the schools, the community in general, just spending time with people, showing them love, sharing God's love and sharing God's word is a great opportunity that is there. It's an opportunity that brings transformation to you, the one who comes, but it's also an opportunity and an opportunity for life transformation to the people that you are going to be ministering with. And so we want to invite you, you know, to come to Zimbabwe, come and partner with us as Africa Development Mission Trust, and this is a wonderful opportunity for life transformation. Not only is there an opportunity to come, and we know that yes, we would love for everybody to come and be on a mission trip, you know, have this wonderful experience, but it's not everybody, for whatever reason, who is able to actually physically come. We want to ask you, you can partner through prayer, you can partner financially. Trips like these require a lot of resources. It could be stationery for donation and working with children. It could be medical supplies, basic over-the-counter medicine that we donate to the clinics that we are working with. So you can pray, you can financially support, and you can also support in terms of mobilizing, bringing, donating supplies that can then be used on a trip like this one.